Hey there, cycling fans! I'm super excited to dive into the 2026 Tour de Pologne, a race that's been around since 1928 and has a rich history in Poland. This year's edition promises to be an exciting one, with a mix of sprinters and climbers battling it out across 7 stages. So, let's get right into it and break down what to expect from the 2026 Tour de Pologne. Stage 1, Gdynia, Koszalin, 234 kilometers. The race kicks off with a bunch sprint, and the long stage is designed for the sprinters. The real battle to watch here is between Paul Magnier and Jonathan Milan, who dominated the sprints at the Giro d'Italia. Both have strong lead-out men, but little seems to have the advantage in that field. The stage also features a small hilltop with 1.8 kilometers in length and a 3.7% average gradient, which could create a barrier for some riders. In my opinion, Paul Magnier has the edge here, but it's a close call. Prediction: Paul Magnier. Stage 2, Międzyzdroje, Szczecin, 150 kilometers. Another bunch sprint, another chance for Magnier to make it 2 in a row. Jonathan Milan has the best lead out, but he's shown that in a regular flat sprint, he has the legs to beat Magnier. The stage is purely for the sprinters, and the fast men will come to the front, leading to a tense finale by the riverside. I think Milan has the advantage here, but it's still a tough call. Prediction: Jonathan Milan. Stage 3, Gorzów Wielkopolski, Zielona Góra, 193 kilometers. This stage is all about the sprinters once again. The route is slightly hilly, but it's unlikely to disrupt the sprinters. The day is 193 kilometers long, and the peloton heads towards Zielona Góra. The urban finale is technical and nervous, and I predict another win for Jonathan Milan, even if he can't make much use of his lead-out. Prediction: Jonathan Milan. Stage 4, Zagan, Karpacz, 176 kilometers. The race's second half begins with a pan-flat stage, but the riders will tackle some climbs to make for an interesting finale. The first part of the stage is still pan-flat, but the riders will face 3 climbs: Meeus, a 4.6 kilometer climb at 5.7%, followed by a quick succession of efforts. The main ascent to Karpacz is 7 kilometers long at 6.2%, with an intermediate sprint halfway through. The riders will then take on a 1.1 kilometer hilltop right off the ski station, averaging 8% but maxing out at around 15%. I think the climbers will have the advantage here, and Santiago Buitrago will need to push on this stage. Prediction: Santiago Buitrago. Stage 5, Poppel, Kosiers Resort, 218 kilometers. The 5th stage is also going to be important for the climbers. Most of the day is pan-flat, but the riders will go back up in the final kilometers. The first ascent is 4.1 kilometers long at 5.7%, but it's the finale that will be crucial. The climb is 1.5 kilometers long at 11.5%, and it's an anaerobic effort. The winning attacks may come after, as the final 1.5 kilometers have a false flat rise to the line. I think the climbers will have the advantage here, and João Almeida can be very dangerous. Prediction: João Almeida. Stage 6, Bukowica Resort, Bukowica Tatrzańska, 125 kilometers. The Queen stage of the race will take place in the Tatras Mountains, and it's a difficult circuit around Bukowica. This is the Tour de Pologne's signature Queen stage, and a lot can happen. The stage features 7 categorized climbs from start to finish, and the final circuit includes 3 ascents of Zielona Góra, which is 1.6 kilometers long at 10%. The differences are likely to be made here, and I think the climbers and classic specialists will have the advantage. Prediction: Jan Krisen. Stage 7, ITT Wieliczka Salt Mine, Wieliczka Salt Mine, 12.4 kilometers. The race ends with a time trial, and it's shorter this time around. The time trial is only 12.4 kilometers long, and not many riders can rely on it to win the race. I think Matteo Sobrero, Magnus Sheffield, Max Schachmann, and Yvonne Romeo can make a difference if they have their best level. However, I think Jan Krissen will take the overall win. Prediction: Jan Krissen. In my opinion, the 2026 Tour de Pologne will be an exciting race with a mix of sprinters and climbers. The overall classification battle will be quite interesting, and very open, with form and consistency crucial. I can't wait to see how the race unfolds and who comes out on top. What do you think? Who are you rooting for?